Let's bring in Mike Benner. And Mike, MacDuff's family has already received millions of dollars from the city of Tigard because of what happened.
Yeah, $3.8 million to be exact, Laurel. As part of that settlement, the city agreed to cooperate with this independent review and analysis paid for by Jacob MacDuff's estate. The cost, approximately $34,000. The findings are laid out in this 45-page report. And attorneys for the family say the community should be outraged by what was discovered.
Don't let this be one moment.
Attorney David Park pleads for change on behalf of the family of Jacob MacDuff, who was shot and killed by Tigard police in January 2021.
You need to be politically active and make your desires known to your city council and your mayor.
Park and his co-counsel say an independent review and analysis of the deadly shooting raises far more questions than answers. And it starts, they say, from the moment police responded to MacDuff's apartment.
Not once did the police during their investigation consider that maybe Jacob was in a mental health crisis. It didn't even cross their minds.
Attorneys and family argue MacDuff was experiencing a mental health crisis, explaining why he was hiding in the cab of his pickup truck, as shown in this graphic. You'll notice officers surrounding the vehicle. One would shoot beanbag rounds into the truck. Another would shoot actual bullets. First, 5 rounds. Then 18 seconds later, additional rounds.
He waited 18 seconds at the window, screaming, "Show me your hands," which was more than adequate opportunity to move to a position of cover and safety.
A grand jury cleared the officers of any criminal wrongdoing. But the MacDuff family attorneys argue the investigation by the Washington County Major Crimes Team was botched from the start. Attorneys say right after the shooting, the officer who fired the deadly rounds sat in the same vehicle with an officer who witnessed the whole thing. This would have allowed the two to craft a specific narrative.
Now that's a huge violation of any kind of standard protocol for an investigation.
Park and his co-counsel say the predisposition to turn a blind eye is a structural barrier to police reform, and they're asking for the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate.
This is a civil rights violation when a police officer unnecessarily takes the life of a citizen, and that's what happened here.
All right, it's worth mentioning Tigard's police chief says she'll work with the Major Crimes Team to evaluate the findings of this independent review and analysis. And by the way, you can read the report in its entirety on our website, kgw.com.